less than a week away, and the latest numbers are in.
Yeah, the WVON and the Chicago Defenders will be releasing some of their numbers for their first ever mayoral poll. They're going to release those numbers in just a couple of minutes. It has Mayor Rahm Emanuel leading challenger Chuy Garcia with a large percentage points. The candidates had their last chance to face off in a debate last night. Fox 32's Joni Lum is live over at City Hall with a closer look at some of the numbers that are expected to come out a little bit later on today. Joni, good morning.
Hi there. Well, that debate, it was like a competition to see who could say the most in a very limited amount of time. The talking points were familiar, as you might expect, but the candidates had really sharpened. They were aggressive, they were emphatic, but they were also very calm. And so this whole discussion opened up with a question about the city's dire financial situation. Rahm Emanuel said that Chuy Garcia is promising things that he cannot deliver, and he called him Hanukkah Harry. Garcia said that Emanuel's history on the board of the Freddie Mac Mortgage Fund led the country into a recession. They argued about pay-to-play politics, race relations, whether taxes would be raised. But the unexpected happened when Garcia was asked if his son was in a gang. Mayor Emanuel came to Garcia's defense.
I don't actually think this is a fair line of questioning.
A lot of voters might wonder, Commissioner, if you can't keep your own son out of a gang, how can you steer... Excuse me? If you can't keep your own son out of a gang, how can you steer the city away from gangs and violence?
Phil, it was growing up in a neighborhood that has had its share of gang violence that deepened my resolve and my wife's resolve to stay there, to work to improve the community, to reduce gang violence. It was one of the highlights of my work at Enlace, the organization we were talking about.
$50,000.
Well, after the debate, Garcia said that that question was fair, but the follow-up questions were not fair. Garcia also didn't feel that he was given the same amount of time to talk as Mayor Emanuel. And by the way, Mayor Emanuel was not asked about his family. Garcia offered a tax on high-rise buildings and a luxury tax as new sources of revenue. And that poll that's coming out today is the first ever poll by the Chicago Defender and WVON Radio asking voters in African-American wards where they stand. This is a voting bloc that both candidates have been competing for. Live at City Hall, Joni Lum, Fox 32 News.